My brother's from another mother and my sister's from another mister. In today's video, we're going to be going down this crazy rabbit hole of dating somebody with children from a prior marriage. I'm speaking mostly to my male audience here on my channel, and above this section over here, we've got the hot crazy matrix. What I'll do is I'll link to the description in that video below. I did not invent this. I'm just following through with the next part to it, of course, when you're dating somebody with children from a prior relationship. I'm going to go over this part very briefly for you. Ladies, this works for you as well. You can use the same system and strategy. There's a matrix for women. It's called the Cute Money Matrix. Again, there'll be a link to that video below. The reason why I'm doing this is one of the more popular videos on my channel, as far as minutes watched, has been the one that I titled The Truth About Dating Single Moms. I'll put a card up to that so you can check it out to learn more. Back to this matrix here. So just to quickly go over this so we can get into this section, which is the important part. You've got 0 to 10 on the hot scale and a 4 to a 10 on the crazy scale. Of course, there's no woman that's not at least a 4 crazy. This is the crazy line. I'm going to assume that if you're looking or if you're considering to meet your girlfriend's kids, my friends, that she's probably above an 8 hot and below the crazy line, which means she probably either falls into the date zone, the wife zone, or the unicorns. For those of you that hasn't seen this, check it out. If you do happen to find a unicorn, email me. It's entrepreneursandcars@gmail.com. I'm going to do my very best to capture it. Back to the matrix. Of course, so let's say you've collected data from your dating life. You've been dating her for several months, maybe a year, let's say, and one day she says to you, you know, my kids have been watching me, texting, and they want to know who's involved in my life. They'd love to meet you. What do you say? And you're thinking to yourself, okay, we're sitting here in the wife zone maybe, or in the date zone, and you're considering maybe meeting your girlfriend's kids, fellas. So you've got your cluster of data, it's above an 8, hot, and of course, well below the crazy line. That brings us to this section over here. Now this is a little bit different. It's on a sliding scale. It starts from -3 to 0 to a +3. You may be asking yourself, people, if you've dated somebody with children before, why in the world would you have this section here? It's a lot like nipples. They're just for cosmetic reasons. I'm talking about nipples on men, of course. They're just there for cosmetic reasons. You may find yourself one day collecting a little bit of data in this area here. Let's say the kids show up and they say, hey, I noticed your lawn is long. Can I make myself useful and cut it for you? You give them a little bit of a data piece over there. They help you out with a project. You're assembling something in the house and they make themselves useful. You're going to put another data point there. But for the most part, again, this is like nipples on men. It's purely for cosmetic reasons. Most of the data that you're going to collect over here is going to come from experiences, vacations, trips away, weekends, when they behave badly, and of course, cause a lot of stress in your relationship between you and your partner. I'll give you some examples. Let's say, and of course, each line represents one child. So if you're dating somebody with one child, you have one line. If you're dating somebody with 4 children, you're going to make 4 lines. So let's use this line over here. We're going to call this David. Let's say that David is a bit of a mouthpiece, has a bit of an attitude to him and a sharp edge. He's the kind of kid that's going to say, you're not my daddy, I don't have to do that. Or he's going to start calling you an idiot. Or he might use profanity and tell you to F off, sort of thing. Or he might create conflict between you and his mother, and put stress on that relationship. Maybe he's, using your tools and breaking them or losing things like that, costing you time and resources. You're going to collect your data points, okay? You're going to start putting them in a certain area, and then you're going to find out what your average is. Let's say that this kid over here averages a -2, okay? This kid over here, maybe he's not as much of a mouthpiece, he's a little kinder, but he's a slob. He leaves wet towels on the floor. You got to clean up after him. He's, knocking things over in the house, and pots are falling over with soil and things like that. Or you got to vacuum every time he leaves a room, sort of thing. Okay, maybe that puts data points in and around here, and then you've got something there that gives you a -1. Okay, so you got your -2 for David, and you got your -1. Let's call him Polly or something like that. That gives you a total of a -3. Of course, in the hot crazy matrix, you're going to go back to here. Your data points have given you an 8 on your hot crazy matrix. You're now going to subtract the 2 and the 1, which will give you a 5. You've now found yourself in a relationship with a woman that is a 5. It is as simple as that, fellas and ladies. Again, you can apply the same principle here to the Money Cute Matrix. Again, the links to the videos are below. Definitely check them out. I'm sure there's somebody that you know that needs to see this, either to get information or to have a good laugh. Please be kind and share. Sharing is, of course, caring. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Lots more good stuff coming down the pipes. Thanks for checking it out today. Have an amazing one. Peace.